What up? It's the real Keith, any other fabrication of your imagination. And I'm back with another Majo Taisen review, chapter 64. And the chapter starts with Lakshmi Bai and Agatha watching from their special room. And Lakshmi Bai seems to be a little nervous because they seem to be too relaxed. But Agatha tells her to just calm down because the best move to make right now is not making a move at all. Because there's no way Agric doesn't know about them by now. And Agatha hypothesizes what Agric's goal is. She knows it has something to do with their desires, but that's all she knows at the moment. But she feels like John is a glitch in the Matrix and that she is the key behind the Walpurgis tournament. And as long as they're in that room, they are safe. And then it goes over to the waiting room with Charlotte Corday, and she is telling the demon that she's watching a nobody like her. But Charlotte doesn't care because she still feels like she can accomplish amazing things and become a hero. And just by looking at her, you can tell she's a total nut job. And then it goes back to the arena, and the announcer makes it seem like they have been waiting for this battle. And she introduces the first witch. And she says the world's three great beauties. Beauty is not objective and each person has their own taste. And yet in human history, there were three women who everyone recognizes beauties. The epitome of beauty, the queen of Egypt, Cleopatra. Known as the peerless beauty of Heian Waka poetry, Ono no Komachi. And the last, this woman is certainly befitting of the title, Great Beauty. 8th century China, leader of a united China, 9th Emperor Zhuangzong of Tang. The Tang dynasty was experiencing a golden age of Kaiyuan period. Thanks to this period of peace and stability, there was great economic and cultural growth. Under his leadership, the Tang dynasty reached the height of its prosperity. However, that peace would be shattered by just a single woman who had newly joined the harem. Tang in his heart stolen by her in an instant. He was addicted. The once wise ruler lost all interest in politics. In the blink of an eye, he descended into a world of hedonistic pleasure. But while Tang reveled in his pleasure, the world below him fell into chaos. Revolts began to happen left and right on a widespread scale. Tang was even forced to flee the capital, but that woman never seduced him. Simply by being around her, men went mad. That was the power of this woman's beauty. The Siren of the state. This title was created precisely for her. Yang Gwenfei, and the men in the crowd go wild for her, saying that she has an unmatched beauty. And Yang tries to have a beauty competition between her and Cleopatra, asking them which one do they think is more prettier, but they can't even give an answer. At least we know the crowd isn't a bunch of simps. And Yang says it's a shame, but since Cleopatra is a race, then she has to be the prettiest in history now. And now they introduce the next fighter. In 18th century France, Jean-Paul Marat, leader of the Jacobins and a key figure in the French Revolution, on July 13, 1793, he was found assassinated in his bathtub at home by one of the rival Gordonists. His assassin was not a burly man nor some crazed fanatic. It was simply a long young girl. She was a nobody, the daughter of a minor aristocrat. She spent her childhood in a nunnery in Cayenne. She stabbed this influential man without a moment's hesitation, and thus she became a hero, and she earned the new name, Leandro the Assassinate. Why did she stain her knife with this blood? You'll learn the answer to that shortly, and then we see Charlotte Corday, and her entrance is nowhere as grand as Yang's. Yang has the desire to be desired, while Charlotte has the desire to be a hero. And Yang asks Charlotte for a request. Just from her introduction alone, she feels like they're on two different levels, saying before now she has never heard of her, but she would like for her to surrender, saying she would rather not tire herself out with someone like this. The audacity. And Lakshmi Bai looks shocked, asking is she mocking her, but Agatha says no, that's just how she really is, and surrender is impossible, so she is asking her to kill herself. And Wu did the same thing to Jean. I don't know why these Chinese women are looking down on the French women, but Charlotte agrees and says she's nothing but lowly trash and hasn't really done anything but murder a man. She hasn't done anything noteworthy like the rest of the women, but she still feels like she will become a hero again. And then a huge book pops up trapping Charlotte, and it says Charlotte Corday biography. And then we see her enter her magic vestment, and it's called La Angel de la Assassinate. And it gives her wings like Cupid, a very puffy hairstyle, and a knife. And Yang sees that Charlotte means business, and she says that she presumptuous by entering that garment to rival her beauty. And then Yang enters her magic vestment, which creates a shimmering light, and they say that they smell the scent of lynchay, and a beautiful woman undergoes an even more beautiful transformation. Yang's magic vestment is called Gown of Rainbow Feathers, and she changed it to more revealing clothes without a weapon. And the crowd goes wild, saying that it was worth putting all of their virtue into betting on Yang. I guess I was wrong about them not simping. And Yang is ranked number 6, while Charlotte is ranked number 17. And then we see Himiko and Jun, and Himiko says that Yang has this in the bag, and you can tell by the difference in their auras. Yang isn't just bluffing, she really is strong. Himiko says, isn't it saying something that you can feel the difference between them all the way up here? Himiko predicts with 99% accuracy that Yang will win, but Jun feel like something is off. She says she has never felt a desire more twisted than Charlotte's, and that's where the chapter ends. Well, as expected for an introduction chapter, it wasn't really much going on other than commentary. It would be nice to see Agatha get with Jun, since that's kind of what she was leading towards, and they'll have a group with her and Lakshmi Bai, so we'll have the Jun of Arc and the Jun of Arc of India together. And Himiko saying Yang is powerful definitely is something, since Yang was compared to Cleo and Himiko fought Cleo. She would know who was actually powerful, so I would assume Yang ability is somewhere close to Cleo's. And Jun is watching another one of her natives fight. At this point it seems like all the French are the underdog, and Himiko claims that Yang is gonna win. If Jun believes that too, Yang would definitely win because of Himiko's magic. I don't know why she would say that out loud though, because at that point they mean that she possibly would have to fight her in the future. I can't wait to see their magic though. It was kind of nice seeing Yang talk about Cleopatra though, comparing their beauty to each other. But that's all I got for you today. For more Majo Taisen chapter reviews, and if you like versus battles, like, share, subscribe, and comment. It doesn't cost you a dime while it costs me time. And follow Universal Debates on Facebook. All links in the description.